Hi, my name's Christina. We're going to be talking about something today that doesn't get a whole lot of attention, as it should. It's called Tubal Ligation Syndrome. I had tubal ligation, and before that everything was fine for me. I didn't have any health issues. I wasn't depressed. And shortly after having it, I was developing certain symptoms. Things that you don't think that would be associated with getting a tubal ligation. I never had a sinus infection before in my entire life, and there was a few years where all I would do was get sinus infections. And I just chalked it up as, okay, my body's changing, that's what's going on. I didn't draw the connection whatsoever. And they got really bad where it seemed like as soon as I would finish getting one and think I was better, boom, I was getting it again. That was insane. I had never had anything, not even a cold, nothing ever happened like that. It felt like I had a sinus infection consecutively, like nonstop for 3 years, at least. And I had bouts with depression. You chalk that up too as life, things you do with life. And as time went on, symptoms got worse. Excuse me, it's a little... Things got worse, and I started bleeding heavily on my periods. And I'm not talking about just a little bit extra bleeding. I'm talking about almost anemic, where you'd have to have blood transfusions, which was very, very, very unlike me. I always had my periods about 5 days a week, and they were regular flows for me. Nothing out of the ordinary. And then I started having these very heavy flows where I was passing, forgive me, blood clots. And it was enough that it made me take notice. I would get weak. I went to the doctors. They at first couldn't tell me. They just gave me prescription for birth control to regulate my hormones. That did not help at all. And all of a sudden, I started getting emotional. There were certain times, especially on that time of the month, where I would get very emotional, where you would just cry. That's not like me. Never was. And it makes you kind of feel like you're going crazy a little bit. It does. You're not in touch. You can't control your hormones. You can't control your emotions sometimes. And that's not me. I never had cramps as bad as I do now. I think I might have had them one time in my life. Now they are where it feels like someone's tearing your gut open. It hurts. All these symptoms, and not to mention the depression, you have all these symptoms and you treat the symptoms, but they come back because you're not treating the problem. 2 years ago, I tried to get my tubal ligation reversed. Insurance wouldn't cover it, and the doctor that I talked to said that there's no medical reason to have it reversed. I'm going to say that's not quite true. I'm not the only woman to ever experience this, and it doesn't get the attention it deserves. It's not a natural thing to have your tubes tied. So there are side effects that's not given the proper attention. And there really needs to be, because there's so many women who have these symptoms and they don't even know what's causing it. And they'll treat their symptoms and they keep coming back. If you treat symptoms, they'll keep coming back because the problem is still there. I would love nothing more than to get this done, the reversal done, but I'm a single parent. And it can cost upward of $10,000. It's quite a chunk of change. But I know that if I would get it done, that a lot of my problems would go away. And it's a bit upsetting to know that you can't get it done, and each day that goes by, things just get worse. They don't get better. In this video, I'm going to have a link so other women who have the same symptoms can educate themselves, because you will not find a lot of people promoting this, and it needs to be promoted. A lot of women suffer from all these symptoms, and then they wonder why when they treat them they come back and they never go away. Those mood swings, that depression, and a lot of other symptoms, it's because of that. I'm also going to put a link to my GoFundMe page, because I'm going to do everything within my power to get this reversed. I'm sick of being depressed, and I'm sick of having the periods where you go almost anemic and have to have blood transfusions. I'm sick of the debilitating cramps. I am sick of the mood swings. I just want to live. I want to be happy. I want to be happy, and I want to not have all this weighing me down. Thank you so very much. I wish you all the best.